Tesla just leaked the all-new refreshed Model 3 early, and it looks like the rumors are true, and this is going to be Tesla's biggest car update ever. Plus, Tesla just launched an all-new low-cost subscription offering for unlimited home charging. A huge Tesla update has leaked early with an amazing new feature you're going to want to know about. I've got some big news on the Model Y refresh coming soon. And also, Tesla has just been accused of lying to customers and faking the most important number in your car. Let me tell you why there's a big Tesla scandal and new controversy happening right now. Also, I'm doing a giveaway. Stay tuned to the end of the video to learn how you can win some free Tesla merch. And also, a huge thanks to the CCAN Action Fund for sponsoring this video. Their annual EV raffle is happening now for a limited time. Stay tuned to learn how you could win a Tesla Model X Plaid, Rivian R1S, R1T, or even a Lucid Air Grand Touring. All right, so this first story here is pretty controversial and causing a lot of problems in the world of Tesla. Big for Tesla owners, causing a lot of fuel for the fire for Tesla haters. And it's this lengthy report that came out from Reuters a few days ago that claims that Tesla is fabricating the range you see displayed in your Tesla. The report basically makes two claims. One is that Tesla is knowingly projecting rosy predictions of your battery range above 50% to make the advertised range seem possible and make the range possible in your car sort of altogether better than it actually is. And the other claim is that there is a secret division inside of Tesla right now, basically a diversion team that is actively working to cancel any service appointments that have to do from people complaining or being concerned about the current range of their Tesla. And admittedly, this is sort of a tough story to break down because, as you know, if you own a Tesla, really any EV on the road right now, there are many factors that go into sort of giving you the number you see displayed as your current estimated range. Like my friends at Recurrent point out with their monthly battery reports, one of the biggest factors to sort of affect your EV's range is going to be the weather. Hot and cold temperatures can have a pretty big impact on the range in your car. And there's other things like the climate control in your car, things that are using energy in your car. Your driving habits play a huge role in that. The terrain, are you going on level terrain? Are you going up a hill? All of these factors are at play that can dramatically affect the range you see in your vehicle. And that's going to change, in front of your eyes basically every couple of minutes, if not way quicker than that. And I think that after you drive an EV for a little while, you know that Tesla's advertised range never really is real. There are obviously a lot of factors at play here, and in ideal conditions at 100% state of charge, yes, you can get close to that, but I'd argue that really any EV automaker has projections of what their range should be, but in real world testing, it's never going to be that good. Those are at the very best ideal conditions. The other part of this, though, is the team responsible for canceling service center appointments. And given how notorious Tesla service centers are for being backed up and offering, less than ideal service for customers, I believe this probably is pretty much true. I don't know if it's malicious like this report makes it out to be, but because Tesla can do a lot more with remote diagnostics these days, they're able to really tell remotely if there's an issue with your vehicle's battery or not. I definitely believe that sometimes Tesla is certainly not perfect, and I'm sure that there are bad actors inside of Tesla that are sort of canceling service appointments so it doesn't look bad. But on the flip side, I also think that there are many times where someone might have a question or concern and they think there's something wrong with their battery, where in reality it was the train they were driving or the weather or some other impact they had that was causing maybe a temporary fluctuation in their range. And when Tesla was able to sort of remotely log into their car and look at the battery, they saw technically speaking, the battery was fine. And they said, hey, we're going to cancel this because nothing is wrong. Definitely there are two sides to this story, but I don't know if this report is entirely true or transparent, pointing Tesla to be super malicious. Is Tesla perfect? Like I said, certainly not. But are they malicious in everything they do like this would suggest? I don't think so. Speaking of odd things, here's something we don't really see every day. It's a weird Ford F-150 inspired Cybertruck wrap that has been making the rounds over the last couple of days. Yes, this does indeed to be real, and for whatever reason, Tesla is driving around a Cybertruck around the Bay Area wrapped to look like a Ford gas-guzzling truck. Not sure if this is Tesla sort of goading Ford into a little bit of cheeky marketing, or if this is for some kind of promo video. Maybe they're recreating that sort of tug-a-thon little video where they were pulling something with the Ford and the Cybertruck. I'm not sure exactly what this is, but this has been making the rounds, and despite some clever photoshopping people thought was going on here, does look to be real. Moving on from that, Tesla has also revamped their website for the first time in a long time, at least the homepage here specifically, with some all new graphics that I do think sort of make the website a little easier to navigate. And now every single vehicle page has been updated with some sleek new videos as well. So now Model S, Model X, Model 3, Model Y, some pretty cool videos here you can see, just some nice new product pages. And if I didn't mention this in a previous video, if you haven't heard of this, Tesla can now help you calculate both your state and federal incentives during the checkout process. So basically when you're on a vehicle page looking at a 3 or a Y, if you scroll down to the bottom, or if you go to sort of where it says the cash price of the car, you could sort of click over and now see the federal and state incentives available for you. So you can pop in your zip code and see what those are. Though again, do keep in mind that you're going to get a look at the federal incentives and the state incentives. So do 5 minutes of Googling to make sure you're not missing any incentives from your gas company, your electric company. Speaking of savings on the Model 3 and Model Y, just in case you wanted proof that stacking incentives could save you some serious money, a recent thread on, I guess now we're calling it X, went viral a couple of days ago of a California Tesla buyer who got a Model 3 for just $13,620 before taxes and fees. The thread details that he combined a $4,120 inventory discount with a $500 referral discount with the $7,500 federal tax credit, and then a $7,500 California Clean Vehicle Rebate Project credit, a $4,000 energy credit that looks to be sort of a local incentive, and then another local $4,000 Monterey Bay Clean Air EV incentive program, bringing the cost of the car down by a staggering $27,000 with all of these rebates and credits included. So again, just do a little bit of Googling, because if you can stack all of these federal, state, local incentives together, you could possibly save thousands and thousands of dollars off of your brand new Model 3 or Model Y. And just as a quick reminder here, if you're looking to buy a Tesla now, Tesla is still extending some pretty big discounts by, I believe, up to $4,000 to $5,000 off Model 3s and Model Ys right now in their existing inventory. This is probably because they are clearing out the inventory for the new models coming soon, but I'll have more news on that in just a moment. Also, don't forget, for a limited time, you can transfer full self-driving from an older Tesla to a new Tesla for free, basically. And while it's always tough to decide whether you should buy a new Tesla now or wait for what could be coming next, what if I told you that you actually didn't have to buy a Tesla at all, but you could win one? Like, how does a free Model X Plaid sound with free lifetime supercharging? And not only that, but what if you could win an amazing car and also support an incredible cause at the same time? Yes, this is totally real, and it's all made possible by the Chesapeake Climate Action Network Action Fund. They're one of the nation's best nonprofits fighting climate change, and they're on a mission to bring clean power and clean energy cars to every community in America. And this incredible EV raffle is their annual fundraiser. So that means, in addition to supporting an incredible cause, you could win a Model X Plaid or a Lucid Grand Touring with up to 500 miles of range, valued at $138,000, or even, if you're a little bit more adventurous, a Rivian R1S or R1T and a lifetime of free charging. Now, there are only a few weeks left before a winner is chosen, and tickets are way undersold, meaning that your chances of being a winner couldn't be better. And speaking of winning, last year's winner, Alex Kubacki in Raleigh, North Carolina, chose the Rivian R1T. He loves it, he's enjoying a beautiful EV, and also got to support an amazing cause too. So if you want to learn more and enter for your chance to win today, hit the link down below in the description or head to evraffle.org. Not only can you win an amazing prize, again, we're talking a Model X Plaid with free unlimited supercharging, but you're also supporting an amazing cause, as every dollar goes to creating a livable planet and safe climate for all of us. So again, limited time tickets are only $200, and again, limited time and limited tickets available. So if you want to learn more and enter for your chance to win today an amazing prize, hit the link down below to learn more or head to evraffle.org right now. Good luck. All right, next up here, I've got some really interesting updates with some new Tesla features. First, Tesla has launched unlimited vehicle charging at home in Texas for just $25 a month. You could charge as much as you want from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., which is cool if you live in the Texas area. And also, I have some really interesting updates on AirPlay. You might remember a couple of videos ago, there was some new code that leaked that I showed off that suggested that Tesla was working to add AirPlay to all of their vehicles. And now it looks like that feature is here. AirPlay is live in Teslas, but kind of sort of right now. There are multiple reports I've seen that iOS is actually seeing the Tesla vehicle as an AirPlay source in settings. You can actually see here the Tesla is a destination you could AirPlay audio to. But for those who have tried this, they say that audio isn't coming through right now, coming through the car speakers. So it looks like it's there, but it's not turned on just yet. We also have no idea on what Tesla version this is. I can't see it on my car, so I'm not sure exactly what software version these people are on that they're seeing it. And also, we don't know if this is going to be limited to just audio or if you could do video too. So if maybe you're in park and you want to go into Tesla Theater, instead of going into the Theater app, you could AirPlay from your phone to your car screen. Could you AirPlay and mirror Waze and stuff, for example, too? Not sure exactly how that's going to work, but it does look like AirPlay is officially in the works and should be launching sooner than later. It's almost there. Can't wait to see how this works inside of Teslas. And speaking of final stages, let's talk about this all-new Model 3 because it is becoming increasingly clear that it is literally coming at any moment, and we even have more info to suggest this car is coming really soon. Just last week, Tesla shut down production at their Fremont facility for a few days, which many believe was due to the fact that they were upgrading the Model 3 line to accommodate the all-new refreshed Model 3 that should be rolling off the production line basically any day now. Now, of course, specifics on the shutdown were unconfirmed through Tesla, though they did say on their earnings call like 2 or so weeks ago that investors should expect a slower production this quarter as factories will be shut down to accommodate basically line upgrades. They didn't specify as to what those would be, but we all sort of know the not so secret truth is they're upgrading their factories to basically be able to build these all new redesigned Model 3s. I also wanted to give a bit of an update on the Model Y refresh because I've seen a lot of comments on my videos about Model Y and should you buy now, should you wait, when's the refresh coming? Things have gotten confusing, so let me let you know what we know right now. So there was the original Reuters report that came out a couple of months ago that said that the Model Y is going to get a big refresh like the Model 3, that is a frunk-to-trunk redesign, new headlights, new taillights, new design, but it won't be coming until the fall of 2024, meaning that the Model 3 is going to get the big update right now, and the Model Y wouldn't get an update until late next year at the earliest. But then things took a weird turn a couple of weeks ago when we heard that there would sort of be a stopgap Model Y refresh that would be coming sometime much sooner. So while the major Model Y refresh would come in the fall of 2024, there'd be a stopgap update coming sooner that would bring like half of the new features on the inside, while the exterior refresh updates would come a little later on next year. Then shortly after that report came out, the Model Y line at Giga Texas went completely down for about a week earlier this month, as there was a lot of speculation that maybe the Model Y refresh was going to be happening right now and would launch alongside the new Model 3. But then sort of July came and went, and now we're sort of getting into August, and no word has come out on what that line shutdown was for. Did we get some kind of refresh? Did nothing happen? Why exactly did the Model Y line go down for an entire week? It is very likely that the line was shut down so Tesla could accommodate some changes to the equipment to sort of build prototypes of this new Model Y line now, that while we don't see public versions of this Model Y, there are prototypes built with a new refreshed interior that could be being tested as we speak. And because the refresh of the Model Y is only expected to be on the interior as of right now, maybe these cars are sort of hidden in plain sight driving around and no one sort of notices it different on the outside, but on the inside, these are new prototype models with an all-new interior. That is definitely a possibility. And specifically, as to what changes these could be, these would be some big features like ventilated seats, new customizable ambient RGB lighting on the inside, a new dashboard with new materials that get rid of the wood, a potential rear screen in the back of the car for rear passengers, an upgraded audio system, and an all-new steering wheel that would ditch stocks and have touch-sensitive controls like the yoke and even now the new round steering wheel on the Model S and Model X. This at least is what the plan is for the refresh interior of the Model 3, and because the Model 3 and Model Y share so much of the same DNA, the idea is that whatever the 3 gets, the Y is going to get, and that's going to be the refreshed plan for the interior of this sort of new Model Y. On the other hand, it's also totally possible that the Model Y was shut down at Giga Texas for reasons unrelated to a refresh, and that the Model Y refresh isn't happening just yet, and we're still a ways out from any sort of significant update happening. As of right now, we really just don't know. I don't think that these rumors alone would stop me from buying a Model Y if I wanted something now. Though if you are waiting for some bigger changes, there are some tough decisions to be made. Maybe we see some bigger refreshes and you want to wait, but again, we just don't know. So if I was looking to buy a Model Y, here's my advice I'd give to anybody. Just put your order in now, buy a car now, and be happy for what it is. The Model 3 is a different story because we know that refresh is very imminently coming. Model Y, it is a very big gamble. We just don't know. If you can wait another year and a half, then wait till the fall of 2024. But if you don't want to wait that long, just get a car now, enjoy it, and be happy. That's at least my personal take on things. All right, and last up for the day is an interesting update on the low-cost Model 2 with a new report coming from Reuters again, claiming that Tesla is in talks with Indian officials to build a factory in the country that would produce a low-cost $24,000 Tesla. Presumably, this is the low-cost Model 2, sort of a smaller version of the Model Y and Model 3. It has some cost-cutting measures in effect, like cloth seats, maybe not as big of a screen, not as much tech, stuff like that to reduce costs. One interesting note from this report, though, is that this model built in India would not only be sold locally there, but also it would be built to be exported to other markets around the world. Obviously, one of the big sort of news bits from Tesla recently was that Giga Mexico was coming online specifically to be the main builder of this lower cost Tesla, but recently there have been some issues there, so not sure if Tesla is switching plans or looking to sort of diversify which gigafactories around the world will be building this lower cost model. Obviously, there is expected to be a lot of demand for this model, so that is what we know right now. Lower cost Model 2 basically becoming every week one step closer to reality, and should be coming down sort of in the pipeline very soon. Though I will say again, as of right now, with your federal incentives, at least here in the US, if you can stack some federal and local and state incentives together, a rear-wheel drive Model 3 can be pretty close, well, within a couple of $1,000s of the rumored $24,000 price for a Model 2. We're getting closer and closer than ever before to a sort of mass market, super affordable, well, contextually speaking, more affordable Tesla vehicle. So I'm curious, everybody, what are your thoughts on the news of the week? Your thoughts on a low-cost Model 3, or I guess I should say Model 2. Your thoughts on the incentives going on right now. How are you planning to save on a new Tesla? Or how did you save when you purchased your Tesla? And also your thoughts on the refresh. Model Y refresh, is it happening or not? Your thoughts on the Model 3 refresh. Let me know down below. Also doing another giveaway in this video. Let me give away some free Tesla merch. Let's give away a Tesla shirt. Any size. It should be able to be delivered anywhere that Tesla delivers. As long as Tesla can deliver it to you, you should be eligible to win this. All you've got to do is 3 simple things: subscribe to the channel, like this video, that means pressing the thumbs up button on this video, and then just drop a comment down below. Leave a comment on anything. Leave a comment on how you like your Tesla, what Tesla you've got, your thoughts on the news, whatever it is. Drop a comment down below. I'll pick a winner in 1 week. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. I'm Robert Rosenfeld, and I'll see you all in the next one.